No, it's not.
It is 8:49. We're live on a podcast broadcast, so you can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan, or streaming on our Beef Vegan Facebook page, or even on X if you can find me on Twitter. Good luck on that. But we want to do your Florida Man story to kick off this podcast, so let's do it.
Florida man, catch an alligator in the trash can. If you can't do it, no one can. Come on now, Florida man.
Now, this Florida Man has a video accompanying to it. That's why I started the podcast early. Okay, so the headline reads like this: a man is in custody after apparently deciding to bear it all at a Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport.
Oh, no. I am from Fort Lauderdale.
That's
where I was born.
See, you're the Florida man. I know.
I am.
Well, let me ask you this then. Since you grew up there, did you ever have the desire to strip completely naked and walk through an airport?
Not through an airport.
Oh, you got out just in the nick of time. So the county deputies arrested Martin yesterday for allegedly walking around the airport naked. And there is plenty of video footage to back this up. Now, he parked his car in the front of the departures area, walked straight to the TSA checkpoint, butt-ass naked, right? He breached the checkpoint because nobody was stopping him, resisted arrest, and then finally got cuffed. And then when they were restraining him in the video, super awkward because they kind of like push him back over the luggage kind of rail.
Mm-hmm.
And so his back is bent backwards. And basically everything's pointed outward and upward.
Goodness.
I know. So I wonder where they handcuff first. The man is facing charges that include exposing himself, disorderly intoxication, and resisting arrest. A judge yesterday ordered that he stay away from the airport, alcohol and drugs, and society in general, actually.
Right, just stay home.
Yeah, so we're going to show that video on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/bevegan. But Martin is today Florida Man. I'll remember how to talk after this.
The legend of Florida man.
Sounds good.
The legend of Florida man.
This is something that I ask my female friends all the time. You want to see this video of a naked man? All right. TMI Top 5 and more coming up next. Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Clear. All right.
It's just normally
guess.
you're the naked man in the video.
I know.
Mm,
I know.
And so the answer is usually, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Like we've seen it. It's okay. We don't need to see it again.
Okay. Have you seen it?
No.
What a rave!
I've seen it.
What a rave review from Jen. It's okay.
Okay. That's fair.
Well, I don't know, so.
Yeah, I mean, in the right angles. But, I could say that I never had any complaints. But what I should say is I haven't listened to many complaints. Okay. So here's the video.
That's
right
awkward.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is, of course, being filmed just by bystanders. And this is at the point where he's being detained backwards, right? I wonder if they put him through the metal detector as well.
Is he passed out?
No.
No?
He's just
being
in a
held down.
chokehold, and then it's just him
Good.
covered
They
up.
got him a little blankie.
Mm-hmm.
Had
That's
to.
nice.
Yeah. For everybody else there. And there was more video too that I would have to find because it showed him, I think he was filming himself, like getting undressed. And, so he didn't walk in naked.
So he got undressed at the airport? Like this was a whole like performance that he did.
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
A performance brought to you by meth and alcohol.
Mm.
I'm assuming meth. In these situations, you get the wild hair up your ass where you're like, I need to get naked immediately, right?
Like at this point,
Do you have a lot of experience with meth? What is happening over here?
I had look, growing up in Arizona, it's around. So
It
early in my teenage years, I definitely went into some circles that I've seen some things. So that's all I can say about that.
yeah, but at this point in Florida, is it just like raining LSD? Like it just seems to be in the air,
it is.
in the water supply.
It's the salt, it's the humidity, it's the temperature. In fact, actually later on the podcast broadcast, I'm going to show you what scientists are trying to propose to try to combat global warming and bring down the Earth's temperature by 2.7 degrees, which is important because we are actually kind of raising our temperature
Right.
that amount.
Yeah.
And if you watch Last of Us, then maybe things will get weird.
Yeah.
All right. But this way is very simple and not at the same time, very unorthodox and kind of stupid. So it checks all the boxes where you're like, huh. Like those
Right.
two faces all in one. And I'll share that with you a little bit later. But
Okay.
let's get
I'm
things
intrigued.
Yeah, let's get things started with today's show open. In case you missed it, it went a little something like this. Check it out.
Radio station.
Do you even smart speaker, bro?
Listen on your Amazon Echo device. Alexa, play Rock 102.1 KFMA.
You say it, I'll play it.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide on KFMA.com on this beautiful Wednesday, February 7th. Good morning, Weirdo.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Going to have fun on this hump day. Lots of things to give away. In fact, we're going to start with a little free lunch gift certificates here for our callers. So get ready to call 600 KFMA, 600-5362 with an impromptu morning edition of Think Fast. See if your minds are working this morning, if you're alert, if you're awake. Yeah.
Okay.
What is your routine to wake up in the morning?
Oh, God. I get up, I get dressed, start tea, coffee.
Wait, you do
Eggs.
tea and coffee?
Well, 2 different drinks because my boyfriend and I get up together.
Okay.
And then, like, he has his drink, I have mine. We both eat eggs. And then make
So-
a smoothie for the day, get my stuff together. There's
Now-
not really, like, anything magical. I just get up and move.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, that seems like a lot. It is a lot to do. So you eat eggs every morning before
Mhm.
you come into the show?
Yes.
How do you do your eggs?
Just scrambled.
They're just quick scrambled eggs. I used to do that. I thought, you doing morning radio for so long, right? You come across all these little like studies and little tips and bits
Mhm.
and whatnot. And when I started with Shmonty, I read some piece talking about how fat from food is good for the brain, right?
Yes.
It gives fuel for the brain. And in a certain way, that is correct. So I would wake up extra early before the show, and I would make 2 egg white egg muffins with
Okay.
butter, with lots of butter, right? Because that was my brain fuel. I
Mm.
was like, oh, I need to load up on the brain fuel. And I would sit there. And so not only would I be coming into the studio every morning smelling like egg, which is not a great smell, but I'm eating these egg muffins. I would still kind of get tired eventually, obviously, because I got lack of sleep because I woke up early just to make my egg muffins like a big fat ass. And then I ended up gaining like 30 pounds. I was at my peak. I saw Shmonty sent me a picture last night of, we don't even remember the bit, but I'm topless. Okay. And I comment back. I'm like, I don't care who you are. Gay is funny. It's always funny, right? Whenever you go that route. So it was, I'm like topless and I got like a brownie on my chest and I got like my pinky in my mouth, giving a seductive look.
Mhm.
As sexy as I describe that, like if I showed you the picture, you might vomit in your mouth. It's not that hot. I'm super pale, no body definition. The whole thing was just wrecked. But this is part of my brain diet. I'm like, I need to feed my brain.
Mm.
Okay? I'm always trying to find out hacks to make myself a little bit smarter, right?
Fish oil.
Whatever, dude.
Take fish
honestly,
oil.
I could snort fish oil. It's not going to turn me into Einstein. You know what I'm saying? So, the reality is, I've learned over time that, yes, hydration is key. And the rest of it, you just got to go with it. And you get to a certain point where, you're just dumb. Here, I got another fun fact for you. I came across this study. I'll probably still do this as a speed break, right? But they say in a recent study, they said using cannabis in middle school could make you stupid. A study of 12,000 teenagers shows this. Well, I smoked in middle school, and unfortunately, I cannot dispute this theory. It seems pretty sound to me. You know what I mean? Like, oh.
But I did not smoke in junior high, and I'm not the brightest crayon on the box either.
Well, that's good. That's good. You are my dispute to this theory. Be like, okay.
I know this chick. She's a moron too, and she didn't smoke.
Yeah, she's dumb and she was a nerd. Was it worth it? I don't know. We do have a great show, but let's get right into giving away gift certificates to Catalina Craft Pizza. Weirdo,
Yes.
I won't play a game.
All right.
600 KFMA, 605-362. We'll do a quick round of Think Fast, fast food edition, okay? I'm going to ask you very simple trivia questions. You're going to buzz in with your name if you get it right, and you get the best 2 out of 3. You're going to get a $20 gift certificate to Catalina Craft Pizza, located on Oracle, north of McGee. Catalina Craft Pizza is home of some of the best appetizers and happy hour in town, but they also do something that most restaurants don't. They include Dickman's Ugly Steak in their menu. They do it on their pizza, they do it on their salad, they do it on a sandwich, and it is fantastic. So 600 KFMA, 605-362. Rock 1, 2.1, what's your name?
Kayla.
Shayla? Kayla. An aggressive K from Kayla. You think you could think faster than Weirdo this morning, Kayla?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The confidence is there. It's going to be best 2 out of 3. I'm going to need you to buzz in with your name if you think you know the answer. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And you're trying to outdraw Weirdo. Here we go. First question. Which fast food restaurant is known for its Golden Arches logo?
Weirdo.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Kayla.
Burn. Yep. That's 1 point for Weirdo. Kayla, you got to get this next one right. Try to buzz in quicker. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What is the signature sandwich at KFC known for its 2 pieces of chicken used as... Oh, what is it?
McCluck.
No, not the McCluck. What did you call it? The Big Cluck?
Yeah.
Here, I'll finish asking the question and see if you got a better answer. What is the signature sandwich at KFC known for its 2 pieces of chicken used as buns? You still going to go with the Big Cluck?
No. I don't know that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't either.
See, that's why.
Sounds like a heart attack.
I'm assuming both of you are under 200 pounds. If you were over 200 pounds, you would know that answer is double down.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Think fast. Next fast food trivia question. Which fast food chain introduced a now famous chalupa in the 1990s?
Kayla.
Taco
Bell.
That is correct. All right. Here we go. Ooh. I don't think you'll know this last one, but this is a fun fact we'll end on anyways. All right, buzz in with your name if you think you know the answer. Which fast food chain, and this is multiple choice here.
Okay.
Which fast food chain introduced the concept of the drive-through window? Was it A, McDonald's, B, Burger King, C, Wendy's, or D, In-N-Out Burger? Kayla.
McDonald's.
You say In-N-Out?
No, I said McDonald's.
No, you said In-N-Out?
Yeah, I said In-N-Out.
That is correct. In-N-Out. Good answer. Good answer.
Really? I would have thought it was McDonald's.
I know. You know what? And in fact, actually, McDonald's, I think their first drive-through window was in Casa Grande or down by the military base because they could not.
No, it was in Sierra Vista.
Yeah,
Sierra Vista.
It was
I
in
meant.
Sierra Vista.
You're absolutely right. I got
next
my
to Fort Sneeze.
I got my military meth towns all confused. My bad. But yes, Sierra Vista. But In-N-Out, of course, has been around a long time, and in California, they're the ones that invented and instituted the drive-through window. So there you have it. Kayla, I'm going to hook you up with a $20 gift certificate to Catalina Craft Pizza. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And hopefully you can have a delicious lunch on us this morning. We have lots of things to give away, including tickets for back on the air right here. So welcome back to the show. That was with how we started off the show with a little game. Of course, Jen Blanco is back with us again. She is hosting Lady Bits, which is an anniversary show. Doing a lot of work, stand-up comedy, saving eardrums all over Tucson. So, and because of you, actually, I have to blame you. Yeah, I'm going to blame you. I'm going to start off with an aggressive approach of an interview style.
I love it.
Yes. Okay.
Do it.
When I first met you
Yes.
and you denied me any kind of medical treatment, which is fair, you also downplayed and shamed me for my infatuation and love of Q-tips.
Oh,
and how you
Q-tips
should
are the
never use
devil.
Mm-hmm.
That's what all these ear doctors say. All you ear doctors are gross as shit, dude. I should look into your ear hole then, because then for a little bit, so I ran out of Q-tips, right? And I had little Jen Blanco in my head, in the back of my mind.
Smaller Jen Blanco?
A smaller version
What?
of you, subconscious Jen Blanco. telling me don't use those Q-tips.
Mhm.
So then I go, okay, you know what? I'm not going to buy more Q-tips. I'm going to keep my ear holes healthy by not cleaning them out with Q-tips, even though it feels phenomenal.
It does.
Yeah.
It is a good feeling.
Oh,
I'm
God.
not against the feeling. I'm against what it does.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what not cleaning them out does. Amasses so much like earwax inside, it is visible by strangers walking by you. And then sometimes just clumps will fall out. And of course, my daughter's like mad that I'm not getting Q-tips because she wants to clean out her ears because I raised her wrong. And then meanwhile, like I can't even have an itch in my ear. And I'm like, oh, my ear itches. And then I'll like just kind of pull like chewing gum from my ear. Disgusting. Maybe some people are waxier than others.
Do you want to hear what's disgusting?
Yes, please.
And why I hate Q-tips so much?
Yes.
So I was in my 3rd year of my doctoral program, and a patient came in with a Dixie cup, which is always terrifying. Please never come in with a Dixie cup to your doctor's office.
Unless it's a sperm bank. And you'd be like, here you
I'm
go.
going to go with no on that one, too.
Even then, it shouldn't be in a Dixie cup.
Shouldn't be in a Dixie cup, yeah. If you could get it into a Dixie cup, I'm concerned about what you're shooting with.
Oh, no, I can totally get it in a Dixie cup. Yeah. I mean, first off, it's named after it. But anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So comes in with a Dixie cup, says, I used a Q-tip this weekend. And I was like, okay, well, what's in your Dixie cup? And he said, well, I pulled out the bones. He pulled out his ossicles by putting a Q-tip with just a little extra pressure through his eardrum. So no, Q-tips are not okay.
If you're a fucking idiot and don't know how to Q-tip, you know what I mean? Like I get in there,
Q-tips are bad.
Whatever. I rotate it, little circles and stuff.
Did it have a freaking hook on the Q-tip? What the hell?
No, it doesn't take very much force to break through the tympanic membrane. It is 3 very thin layers of skin, essentially.
Yeah. I don't know.
My eyes are watering.
Yeah.
Good.
I know.
All right. I had to see it in real life. You're just imagining it.
Yeah.
How do you fix that?
You can't fix it. It is unfixable.
She's aggressive.
She's pissed.
David's asking, is he now deaf? The guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's deaf in that ear?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, and Todd's like new fear unlocked. Legitimately. Now everyone's
my
going
gosh,
to be.
I can tell you about all the bugs too if you guys want to get there.
Can we just like have like a Jen's horrifying medical like segment? Because this is great.
See how like thrilled she's getting, but no, we want people to enjoy listening to the show and not squirm their way away from the radio.
And just send them to me.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
So great.
Well, be careful. I guess our takeaways: be careful when you Q-tip, and you shouldn't Q-tip
Don't.
according to Jen.
The box
It shouldn't be gross.
says do not insert into ear canal. Your Q-tip box says that warning on it because they are not. No, look at the box.
No, I believe you. Well, so my question to you is: were they designed for the anus? Then, I mean, where are you?
No, they
supposed to
were
put them?
designed for your eardrum. Yeah, or for your ear, not eardrum, but for your ear canal.
Yeah.
However, now that we know that you shouldn't do it, do better.
You can still do around the ear and not in the hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your pinna, like
Yeah.
the external part of your ear.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Manny, real quick, I want to ask you a question. Just to hit a hard reset in this conversation. Did you guys win the game? Valdez is on Manny's adult football league, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and it's tackle football league. And
I would be so terrified to be on a tackle football league.
Yeah, especially when you're
Valdez.
40. Yeah, well,
Mhm.
Valdez is a lineman, and I would love to have him. Like, if I was going to play
Yeah, you
tackle
want him
football,
on your team.
absolutely.
But you don't want to play against that man.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
Manny, tell me what you got smoked 29-9. All right, well,
Ooh.
at least you got 9,
Yeah.
You could have gotten 0.
Sorry,
9
bro.
is 9 better than 0.
No wonder you didn't bring it up on the stream. It is Wednesday. I should have realized by Monday I wasn't getting updates on scores. Did Valdez do good? Silver lining.
Oh, wait,
is-
is Valdez defense?
No, he's left tackle
okay.
on offense. So
Got it,
he's
got it.
basically like the flesh wall. Hard to get through that man.
Mhm.
But apparently not too hard because they got smoked 29-9. But that's all right. It's still the beginning of the season. Good luck to you for the rest of the season. And I definitely am going to check out one of those games before the season's over. So please keep giving us all updates of when your next game is and how we could go check it out and support because that's going to be super fun. Let's do a tease here on the air. And I do want to do a song. What's a song now I should play for Single Song Takeover?
I mean, what I wanted to suggest, you have to go back and edit, but
Well, and then give me something else.
I don't know.
Okay, excellent. Well, that was fun. Let's see. Rock 102.1
Amazing
KFMA. We're
content.
live on the podcast
Right.
broadcast. I got comedian Jen Blanco in studio. Now, Lady Bits is an anniversary comedy show that's going to be happening here
Right.
at
this-
Screening Room.
It's our 3rd year doing Lady Bits at the Screening Room on February 17th.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And you booked this show, and have you? Were you a part of Lady Bits since the inception?
Yep,
Is this your idea?
It is my baby.
Yeah, this is your baby, and you've been
Mhm.
building it up. And so this 3rd year anniversary is what's the official date on that?
February 18th is the official show. I think our first show was in January 3 years ago, but I don't know the exact date.
Yeah, that's still
Mm.
around
Yeah.
3-year anniversary. That's
Yeah.
still a big deal. And anyone having in arts and entertainment 3 years steady of something as it continues to grow is a difficult achievement. And
Yeah.
that's why Jen's in to celebrate that. And of course, remind you guys. And if you want to check out a full night of hilarious comedy, we're going to give you all the information on how you can check out Lady Bits at the Screening Room, which is one of my favorite venues for stand-up comedy. Legitimately, it's comfortable. I like that.
It's comfy. You've got those movie seats. You've
Mhm.
got a mostly full bar. You don't have liquor, but you've got beer, wine, popcorn, all the snackers.
Can I
know
give
what
you a fun fact?
Yeah.
Wherever I go, when I go out to public events, I have liquor on me. You just have to.
Why
have
aren't
to
you
find it.
nearer to me?
I am. Just give me a nudge, and
Okay,
I'll just
got
be
it.
like, here, swig this when nobody's looking.
Solid choices.
Let me do my single song takeover. I'm going to do a throwback here for Portugal the Man. As you know, I love that band, and I'm kind of debating between Modern Jesus, which I think is a great song, or Creep in a T-shirt, which is a song I relate to. So
Well, with that setup, it has to be creeping a t-shirt
Yeah.
then.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this goes out to all my listeners out there. Creep in a T-shirt from Portugal the Man, your single song takeover. Your TMI Top 5 coming up next. You can join us on the podcast broadcast stream, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear. Okay, I want to listen to that. So I'm going to play this and we'll do your TMI Top 5. I'm going to show you what a $2.5 million suite inside the Super Bowl is going to look like
Oh my
when we return. Yeah.
Wow.
But that's right after this. So earlier this morning, we got weird. Oh no, we talked about celebrity lawsuits, and it went like this. Check it out. 2.1 KFMA. It's an odd time of year. It's a celebrity lawsuit season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a celebrity people versus and several different. I got 3 different lawsuits I want to share with you in celebrity people's court. So let's get right into it. All right, this first lawsuit might have something to do. Like, I want you to kind of weigh in and see which side you would be on. First lawsuit is Snoop Dogg and Master P, who are together. They had a cereal that they released, right?
Mhm.
And that cereal was stocked on shelves in Walmarts all across the country. So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But now they're going after Walmart and Post Foods for allegedly conspiring to hide a Snoop cereal in stores.
What?
Yeah. Now, the lawsuit alleges that store employees found boxes of the product hidden away, even though the website claimed it was sold out.
Huh.
Yeah, so there's a little conspiracy brewing, and Snoop Dogg and Master P aren't having it and are taking Walmart to the Snooples court
Mm.
or the Master People's court. Okay, so that's lawsuit number 1. What
Okay.
side would you be on in this situation?
Snoop and Master P.
Yeah, all
Don't be
right.
messing with them.
Next one, a little more controversial. If you remember back in like 2021, the internet effectively canceled Gina Carano. She was starring on The Mandalorian, right?
Yes.
and she was very good in that role.
Yeah.
Right. But then she tweeted out some bonehead comments, and they were offensive tweets. It was enough for Disney to clutch their pearls and try to like get rid of them, to have the basically no. There's a word I'm like slip in my head, but whatever, slip in my head. Oh, goddamn moron. No, I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Right. So I think it starts with an A, and you should help me out instead of staring at me blankly like a deer in
I have
headlights.
no idea.
Okay, so like a big corporation, they don't want any affiliation with somebody because of the potential repercussions.
Isn't that just a morality clause?
No, God damn it. All right, that's fine. Well, anyway, she's suing Disney and Lucasfilm for discrimination and wrongful termination. She's not even asking that much. She wants to be rehired first and foremost on The Mandalorian, which that episode or that series might have jumped the shark. So I don't know if they'd lose anything on that. And she wants $75,000 plus punitive damages.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I believe she will get what she wants is because she'll be able to fight it out in the long run. Because when you're suing and any kind of lawsuits, it's all about your budget for your lawyers,
Mhm.
right? And whoever has the most money to spend for lawyers and can drag out the litigation
Right.
will end up like winning, right? That's the American way. Well, it's not that Gina Carano has a lot of money, but she has an ally who does
Ooh.
because Elon Musk is paying her legal bills.
Oh,
Of course he is.
Of course.
He's like, you tweeted out something offensive? Oh, okay.
I got you.
I got your back. Was it hateful? Okay, I'll double down. Anyways, we'll see how that works out. And finally, in celebrity lawsuit news, Taylor Swift is threatening legal action against a college student who tracks celebrities' private jets. Now, we talked about this website before. It's very popular. Now, her team calls it stalking and harassing behavior, even though the information he uses is public information. So with that, even though she has all the resources in the world, I don't think she has a lot.
I was really hoping.
I mean, I want, like, as a woman, I want to be like, yes,
well,
because
I was going to ask
all that, but it's public information already.
Well,
and
look,
my day off. It's not like
the morning show game, and all the crazy stalkers that are going after Taylor Swift do it from the ground. They don't have private jets. They can't chase after her. So this seems like a lawsuit that's much about nothing. So there you have it. The 3 celebrity lawsuits of the week. It is celebrity suing season. Let's hit the reset. We got more on the way, including music for Rage Against the Machine and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Definitely enjoyed the cocaine, and that's a short leash. Like, they burn out quickly.
It messes up your entire vocal tract, so you can't. I mean, this is your sinuses up, right? And so, how are you going to morning show?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can't. And you got to get a good night's sleep too. In fact, actually yesterday for our TMI Top 5, we talked about how Gen Z is starting to go to bed early because they're starting to value and prioritize sleep. Yeah, there's another way that these kids are never going to get laid. You know what I mean? Like, they're never staying up past 10.
Never.
Yeah, never going outside their house. And I think it's probably good that they don't get laid because our STI and STD rates and percentages globally are through the roof.
Yes.
It's an epidemic of dirty D out there, and I know that you're recently single again, but you have to be.
I think whenever I'm on the show, I'm recently single. Why is that a thing? Beef vegan.
I like how you reach out whenever you're single. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, this is how I put myself out there because I'm no longer doing dating apps ever.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, jump on Beef Vegan's radio show and be like, "Hey guys, single again.
Yeah, throw it out there.
How's it working?
Hot comedian, doctor. That's all the 3 things I gotta say. And then what are you? 5 feet tall? 4'11".
4'10".
4'10".
Yeah,
that's right. And then you got a Cuban booty. I'm just throwing it out there.
Cuban booty. Yeah.
All right, now you got enough people sliding your DMs.
I will say though, at the last Odyssey show, I made a joke about how I'm single and there will be an exit interview. Somebody came up to me with a business card and gave me a personal reference for his character. And I was like, well, this is good. And then I Googled him and he's 20 years older than me. So that's a hard no. But still, that's the energy we need in life. I need a business card with your CPA MBA status and a personal reference before I'll go out with you again.
Fingerprint clearance card.
Yeah,
100%. I want to also know what psychiatric medications you're on.
Oh, well, see, that seems like too much. In this town, good luck.
Good luck in the pond.
I knew he was way too old for you as soon as you mentioned that he gave you a business card.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Very classy move, though.
It was a classy move. I did get somebody else who asked me out the same way, but via email and said, hey, I didn't get to complete my exit survey. Because I said, there'll be an exit survey at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Said I didn't get to complete my exit survey and I'd like to take you out. And he won a date. So we'll see.
Look, I can't believe that worked, Jen, because I mean, to me, that comes off as super cheesy, right? Like you threw it out there, right? And then you have all these guys using the same line. And like, what about my exit interview? What am I, like the same thing.
I'm going to be honest. Most people do not do the exit interview.
No, I know.
Most of them are too afraid to do the exit interview. So if you have the guts to send me a personal email saying I would like to complete my exit survey,
I think
let's do this.
Exit interview is important in any relationship just for closure.
Right.
So
I did not do an exit interview with my last guy. So.
And so you have no closure. Now you're rebounding with like 60-year-old dudes with business cards. That's not cool.
No. I mean, I told him why.
Okay, you told him why that you're like this is done. Did he have any? Did he ask the question? Like why?
Well, he was like, I don't know that
you told him why without even asking.
Yeah. He's not a clear communicator. You got to say yes or no. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
You got to say yes or no. You got to be definitive.
Look, in my experience, breakups take like months and months and months and months. Like, have you ever had a breakup that was like quick and easy? What's the longest breakup you had?
I'm sorry. It's immediate. Like when it breaks up, it breaks up. And then I never contact them again, but then they stalk me on Instagram. Hi.
Right.
if you're stalking me on Instagram.
Totally are.
Yeah.
Which is good, though. It's good for our viewing numbers.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. So you don't go through a stalking phase. So that's just a guy thing?
What, the stalking?
A phase.
I block their stuff.
Oh, good.
Mm.
Yeah. I think that's the best way.
Yeah.
Throw some blocking
Yeah.
out for the stalking.
Once you're done, you had your chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. Just know that if you date me, though, and a breakup, it's about 6 months transition, 4 months of heavy stalking, not like outside the door kind of stuff, just digital stalking, light, normal stalking, right? Maybe a fake profile or two. And then,
I like how you went from heavy stalking
Closure.
to
I
light
had somebody
stalking.
make a fake profile and follow me.
oh, really?
Yeah, because I
Mm.
blocked him on everything. And then all of a sudden this fake profile started following me. And then I unblocked him. And all of a sudden that one went away and his came back. And I was like, oh my God, it was.
Look at you, digital
Creepy.
detective.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, we got Jen Blanco in studio. Of course, we're talking about the 3-year anniversary of Lady Bits. I'm going to play a couple clips here on the podcast broadcast. When we come back, speaking of dating, I feel like I need to help out my single friends and my poly friends. I'm going to go through a list of dating mind games and how to deal with them. Yes, exactly.
I'm going to need this.
Yes, you will. And that's going to be coming up after music from STP. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA or join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right. So I want to show this here first. So we went from, before we go into there, I do want to show you what a $2.5 million
the suite
in the Super Bowl would look like.
Oh.
Yeah.
So $2.5 million for one night.
Yes.
Well,
Super
you know
Bowl
what?
night.
If you got that money to blow it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but
Not on
the
that.
Super Bowl, especially in
I
Las
don't-
Vegas, is an event for just the elite.
Oh, is it in Vegas this year?
Oh, yeah.
I literally have no idea. Who is playing? I guess it's a football team versus a football team, right?
Yeah. There's a red team versus like a gold team. Yeah.
I don't know what I would pick in that situation. Those are my favorite colors.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's going to be difficult for you. So here's the $2.5 million Super Bowl suite. Only one night, but you will get the Vegas style buffet.
Ooh.
You'll get popcorn and bowls, a lot of crab, and these are just hot dogs. What's funny about this, a burnt end burrito, that does look pretty good. A donut sundae, that looks good. So they're going to do kind of, upper scale of cuisine. But there is a prop bet that we went through yesterday of all the Taylor Swift prop bets. And the oddest takeaway from this is that there's a 12-1 chance that you'll see Taylor Swift holding or eating a hot dog during the Super Bowl, right? 12-1. But it's a 6-1 chance that she will get proposed to on the 50-yard line after the game. So it's twice as likely that she's going to get proposed to than put her hands on a hot dog. And I'm telling you right now, if she doesn't get familiar with hands on hot dogs, she's not going to get that proposal she's been needing.
Oh.
I know I'm a creep. All right. Well, you miss 100% of shots you don't take. Let's see. Okay, so Big Tony's Gold said, "What's up, Beef and Weirdo? My Uber and Lyft passengers are loving the podcast. Awesome. Well,
hello.
yes. Well, don't forget to drive safe as well. But thank you guys for checking it out. And trust me, not all the jokes are as bad as that Taylor Swift joke. But I mean, a lot of those like odds, every single one of them seemed like an extreme scenario of like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting like naked and doing it is more likely than her having a hot dog.
That seems weird. Yeah, it does seem weird. Also, are people legitimately betting on this?
Yes.
Like, can you make money on it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
And thanks, David, for the waka waka. As if I didn't feel bad enough. Okay.
You know what? If I could do a good waka waka, I would have.
All right, here we go. Carne asada fries. They don't even look that
Ooh.
good. They don't even look that good.
They don't actually look that good.
Yeah. And in Vegas, dude, you're too close to us to not have good Mexican food.
Seafood stuffed potato? No, thank you.
Oh no, thank you.
Why are you ruining why are you ruining seafood with a potato?
No, I'm taking that all
Okay,
day long.
gross.
That looks fancy. I mean, that looks like basically my ultimate Bloody Mary topper. Like, give me that on top of a Bloody Mary, and that's a good day.
How is your heart doing?
I need.
How is your cholesterol? I'm worried.
I haven't had a physical, Jen. I need you to help me find a doctor. There's not a single doctor in town that's taking new patients.
It's
and I'm
really
like,
hard. Actually, I might be I'm studying for my MCAT right now because I might go back to be a pediatrician. Because right.
Well, if
because
I
why
act
not?
like a child, can I see you? Can you give me a
Absolutely.
physical?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, let's get back to this food thirsting. And this is for Chef Gary. So surf and turf nachos, I'm down with this as well.
Okay,
So,
I am down with this. I don't like the potato situation, but surf and turf nachos sounds like a good idea.
for $2.5 million, mind you. Okay. And that's for maybe 10, 20 people that are allowed in this suite. And that includes tickets to the game. But you better have lobster everywhere in this,
there
right?
should just be like lobsters like dangling from the ceiling for you to eat.
Absolutely, not surf and turf with crab, because then I would feel like I'm ripped off. You would owe
Absolutely.
me at least $1 million.
Mhm.
But these surf and turf nachos do look good for that amount. It sucks because you can't eat everything. Oh, Wagyu beef hot
I'm
dog.
sorry, you can't eat everything. I mean, how early do these open, right? Because they can make this the whole day of eating.
Like a
I
whole
know.
experience.
Yeah. This is your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
As far as here, I got a Google assignment for you, weirdo.
Yeah.
Google how many people die of heart attacks the day after Super Bowl. Legitimately.
Yeah.
With the amount because it's so gluttonous and it's so tempting, it's so hard not to. And I've definitely had some acid reflux attacks that seemed like close calls on day after Super Bowl.
Well, you know what's crazy is that the heart attack rates are higher when we change the time zone. So like when the time changes for those weird states that feel like changing the time, the incidence of heart attacks go up like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 20-30% higher than usual.
What's the
which
best
is
way going
bananas.
east to west or west to east?
I think it's east to west.
Yeah.
East to west is better.
Is better for you. Yeah.
It's better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So that way you get to sleep in as opposed to just shocking your clock. What did you come across?
Okay, so this is an article from 2022, but it just says that yes, history shows cardiac emergencies tend to surge after dramatic games, especially when your team loses.
Yeah.
So not necessarily food related.
You're sad.
Okay, let's see. This one's from a year ago. Yeah, it's just saying that it's emergencies during big games, especially among fans of the losing team.
What's your they got a list of like a good luck food and bad luck food for Super Bowls. All right. What would you think is the number one good luck food?
Nachos.
Nachos is a good
It's
guess.
gotta be wings.
Oh, wings is a solid choice.
Wings is up there, right?
Mhm.
But the good luck food that was number one in this survey was in the wings family. It was pizza. So
I'm sorry, how is that in the wings family?
pizza and wings, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. You could have one without
Again,
the other,
I'm
but together
really,
they're
really
fantastic.
concerned about your cholesterol levels.
Look, I drink a lot of water.
Generally,
I drink a lot of water, and I eat vegetables in between stuff. When I had tacos yesterday, there was pico de gallo on there, so that counts as vegetables. So what do you think is the worst luck food that you could serve in a Super Bowl? And it has like a satanic kind of branding. to it.
deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs was the number one worst luck food.
They're not that great.
I love them.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Again,
Weirdo recently just
cholesterol
had one
levels.
within the last
Yes,
6 months.
for
her
the first
deviled
time.
egg.
No, like the month. It wasn't that long ago.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever eaten a deviled egg. At no point in time have I looked at it and been like, "That's something I want to eat."
Oh, Chef Gary's now making some
Right.
in his car as we speak.
Yeah,
Because
he'll
that's
be
what
here in
happened
10
last
minutes.
time is we talked about this on the air,
Yeah.
and Gary went to Albertsons, made deviled eggs in his car,
the
came
parking
down
lot.
and served them, and they
That's
were
amazing.
delicious.
Oh, they were amazing.
I
Oh my
mean,
God, they were
that's
so
a
good.
commitment level that should be applauded.
I want to ask streamers real quick, as we're talking about Super Bowl food, which I'm all about. What is your favorite dish that you ever made at the Super Bowl? What was your piece de resistance where you're like, yes, everybody is going to love this? I came up with the recipe that Anthony's comment kind of reminded me of. I utilized Hawaiian rolls as you would. And I made chicken cordon bleu sliders. And the way that I did the chicken cordon bleu sliders is a little lazy, but good. So I made a Swiss cheese sauce, which I was very proud of. And then I went and got boar's head, ham, and a sliced chicken, right? Yes, I made sure it was quality, but like big deli meats. And then I diced it up into little dash things. And I threw in some, I think, green chilies in there.
Ooh, that
sauteed
does
it.
sound good.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was fantastic. It was a hit. I ate a bunch of them, though. Didn't ship for 10 days. That Swiss cheese sauce was phenomenal. So,
Back you up.
yeah, let me know what's your go-to as far as your Super Bowl cuisine, what you're proud to present, whether you pick up something like a Jersey Mike's tray or something that you make. See, Nick said he made ribs one Super Bowl and nobody showed up. Oh,
No.
So ribs are not it.
yeah, that was your bad luck food. At least you had extra ribs. Pork belly cinnamon rolls, Big Tony. Nice.
Okay.
I can see how that works.
Well, you know what? Like pork belly bacon, that
Yeah.
works with everything.
Exactly.
Right? Especially sweet. They do. Jeff does EG's and Everclear mixed together. Woo!
Solid choices. I also like to make a signature cocktail in the color of whatever team, right? And then added edible glitter in the same color. So,
Nice.
Okay.
just extra.
Edible glitter.
Boy, I love edible glitter. You've seen my set. You know now.
Yeah.
You
So you've seen
understand.
your poop sparkle.
It does not. It does not actually.
Do you check every time?
I do check.
Yeah.
It's been disappointing.
Maybe you're not eating enough glitter.
I mean, I have 14 different edible glitter colors at my home right now.
I did have an F my life that I couldn't read on the air about a girl who was complaining her boyfriend was eating edible glitter so he can make his love fluid sparkle.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Did it?
No.
Oh,
I know.
Those are two
If
different
that
systems.
was the case, we'd all be unicorns. Are you kidding me? Women love glitter. And it's like, you want to see something magical? All right, let's get on the air here.
I love it so much. Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, we
What
got
a
7
great
seconds.
morning. It's
All right. Rock 102.1 KFMA. That was a harder edition of Somebody Told Me by Motionless in White, dedicated to Weirdo there.
Oh,
Her single
thanks.
song takeover. All right, let's get right into some relationship stuff I came across. Basically the dating mind games and how to deal with them. I think we've all been victim or have accidentally done these games, whether we know it or not. And it's important to kind of know these kind of signs of what's happening while you're getting to know somebody, or hell, if you're even in a relationship, because you could be in a relationship and deal with these type of mind games. And, mind games serve no purpose other than to manipulate the other person. So instead of getting to know the person they're with, the other person is trying to feeling out what the hell is going on, what happened, and who the person they're really with is. So these are some common ones that you may have had some experience with, and let me know if you did. Hot and cold mixed messages. Yeah. Hands in the air.
I don't give mixed messages. I give very clear, I'm excited or I'm not excited messages.
Right.
And then this isn't dating, but I mean, at a point, I know that you were married at one point, right?
Yeah.
So at any point during your marriage, did you ever give mixed messages?
Probably towards the end because I was trying really hard to make it work and it wasn't. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you
it's-
agree?
I mean, in dating, right off the bat, I'm pretty clear and direct of what I'm looking for, if I'm interested, if I'm not. But yeah, probably definitely during the relationship, I can give mixed signals because sometimes just my mind can change. You know what I mean? It'd be like, oh, I thought I wanted this, maybe not.
Yeah, that does happen. All right, next mind game to look out for: playing hard to get. Even when they're into you, they won't let you know it.
Ugh, I hate that.
Yeah,
so
and
Yeah,
much.
it's a hard
does.
pass. It's a
Yeah,
hard
it
pass.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not about
if
it.
you're not into it, I'm not into it. Bye.
Right. Yeah. And it's crazy too because I feel like every attractive woman I met plays this game, and they make it impossible.
Right. I tried it one time, no, I'm going to be coy. I'm going to do the little hard to get thing. And then he just stopped messaging
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, okay. That
So-
doesn't work. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. If I'm playing hard to get, it's because I don't want you to get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
It's not a
Breadcrumbing. Yeah. It's not a game. Breadcrumbing. Are you familiar with this term?
No.
This is a dating term that we've shared with our audience probably a couple years ago. It's been around for a while.
Okay.
That's when someone's interest in you is kind of half-hearted. So they'll string you along with intermittent, flirty messages, creating the impression that someone might be there when there really isn't. And then kind of back and forth.
If you're not consistent, it's a no.
Right.
Right.
All right. This is something when you're in a relationship, and hopefully it's something that happens while you're in a relationship and not at the beginning, but it's bad either way. And you find this in toxic people, toxic women in my experience, but it's provoking jealousy. So toying with someone's feelings by making you think there's someone else, even when there isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And forcing them to compete for their affections. I hate that.
So I didn't have that, but I did have my ex-boyfriend. Every time he would get up to go to the restroom, if we were at a bar.
Did you say restroom?
I meant to say restroom, but okay.
I was like, that's a
I
fun
might have said
place.
the other thing,
Yeah,
but okay. Whenever he went up to go to the restroom, he would say, "Don't let anybody hit on you." And I'm like, what is happening? I was like, why? I was like,
Right.
I'm here with you. I'm not looking anywhere else right now.
And letting someone hit on, you
I
have
was like,
control
I'm
over that?
letting
Yeah.
them hit on. How am I letting them hit on me? First of all,
Right. Yeah. Just don't hit back. You know?
don't hit back.
Well, and we just need to get to a point where jealousy it's not a signifier of how strong your relationship is. Cause some people do that in very monogamous situations of like, oh, he really loves me because he gets jealous if I spend more time with
Well,
men. It's like,
in
no, he
fairness-
has insecurities.
Yep.
And he needs to get them in check.
And the difficulty is that from a cultural standpoint, we just love jealous men. Like
Mhm.
Latinas love a jealous man. We really do, because I eat it up. We just
Yeah,
eat it up because
Mhm.
we're like, oh, he thinks I'm so pretty that I'm gonna be hit on by everybody. So there's definitely a toxica inside me. I have giant toxica earrings with me right now
Okay, yeah.
that I could put on right now for
Well,
this.
that's good to know
Yeah.
that there are women out there that are attracted
We-
to that because I have an
it's not
inherent
great.
jealous quality. I can't even get over it. So
It's not a good thing, and
No.
I'm trying actively to not love it, but I do love it. I love it.
yeah, as messed up as I am, and like even like talking about provoking jealousy is bringing up past situations and memories of that I've had where I was jealous and I'm feeling enraged all over again. It's insane. I here's another one. Have you heard of this phrase? It's called love bombing.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's all that I get is love bombs. That's
Yeah.
all that I
So
get.
immediately they go all in, and you're like, you're the soulmate, you're everything, you're perfect in every single way, and yeah, like on date one, right?
It's normally date 2.
Okay.
Normally it's like ramping up on date 1, but by date 2 we are like full love bomb situation.
Mm,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, let's go to Italy and meet my family. Let's get.
Oh my God. So many red flags.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, I am.
I will say this as a guy and an optimist, maybe even a romantic.
Mhm.
It's love bombing is something I have to tell myself not to do because sometimes you get overly optimistic and
Yeah.
you want all those best case
Sure.
scenarios, right? And then you kind of let yourself give in to those feelings, and you end up realizing that you went in too deep, too
hard.
fast,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
you drown. So
Does it give examples of love bombing? Because there's also another type of love bombing in an abusive relationship. I'm assuming there's a bit of a difference.
yeah, they didn't.
Yeah,
We're keeping
I've
it
not
more
been in-
lighthearted and
No,
less
fair
felony
enough.
facial abuse,
Yeah.
right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been in an abusive love bombing situation. Just
I
the
know.
normal love bombing situation.
Okay,
Because I
Still
know we're all
toxic and a lot
sharing.
of red flags.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I know we're all sharing personal stories, and it might get you down a path I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Like not right now. We'll
No.
talk about that with your therapist.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more left, real quick. Of course, negging became popular in the early 2000s.
Hard no. If you
What
come
is
at me
this?
with a neg, absolutely not.
You know what negging is?
Uh-uh.
Oh,
It's
that's
when-
cr-
It's when
Go
they
ahead.
say something negative to you, and then
Like about you?
about you,
but not in a vicious way. So it's a cheeky, flirty way, and it's attempted game. And unfortunately, it's something that I was trained in. It worked for many years in the early aughts, and it's a bad habit that I can't get past.
I literally call them out. I'm like, "Are you negging me, bro? Because it doesn't work."
I know. And I've been called out in the past too when you try a little too hard. So you got to do it in a smooth way. But actually, this last weekend, it was funny. I was hanging out with my best friend Corey, who's like my sister, and her brother Ryan. And so there was something like she's talking about how she's like losing weight. And I was like, yeah, but your butt's still wide, so that's good, right? And that's like a neg.
That's not a neg.
no.
Butt being wide is nice. That's a
Yeah.
positive.
No. It was like thrown out, and she's like, "What? My butt's wide," and she took it like that. Now in a dating situation, now her like subconsciously is like, I'm going to prove to you that I have a nice butt. Now I got to show you my worth, and that's how the psychology of that dating works.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's,
such manipulation.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
unfortunately, the entire dating world ecosystem on both sides
Oh my
is a
God.
The
manipulation to a certain
dating
extent.
ecosystem.
But no, I mean, I would never neg you, weirdo. Like I think you look fantastic today too. I love it when your hair's up, and that little vest you got is pretty good. Did you get that at Walmart?
Shut up.
See, negged. That's what just
And
happened.
neg.
Yeah, but you've also used that on Yas Money.
No,
so
I know. It's a
that's
classic
repeat.
negging
You
move.
get it
Yeah,
at Walmart.
for sure. All right,
No,
here's
I got
our-
it from the thrift store. Thank you very much.
All right, there's one more that we will tell you here on the podcast broadcast stream. So youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, scientists are proposing launching something into space to combat global warming. And when I tell you what it is, you'll assume that these scientists are 9. That's coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away.
So excited.
All right, so the last thing on this is called benching. You know what benching is?
Oh yeah, I have benched.
You have benched. So do you have a roster? Is it deep man? Is the
don't-
6th man coming into the game?
I don't have a roster anymore because I realized how toxic it was.
Yeah.
And I also realized how toxic benching was. So I haven't done it in like a year.
Yeah.
Like a year. I'm being honest right now.
That
okay?
is good. Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, you had to go through your fuck girl phase, you
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
yeah.
And, it's all those type of deals. So it's part of growth and it's a little bit of fun as well. It's
But the
a
roster
game.
was like 60. So
Yeah, that's just called being single.
Yeah.
It's another reason why we have an STI epidemic. It's not you're not the reason, but
no.
there's a
I'm
lot
not.
of people that have rosters out there. And that's probably why.
Mm.
So it's a game that's played by someone who is seeing multiple people at the same time by flirting just enough to keep one of them around just in case the other doesn't work out.
Okay.
This was something that was so exhausting to me that I just shut down, right? Because when I got back into, like dating after the breakup, I rebounded hard. And, you go on the dating apps and all of a sudden, since you haven't been on the apps in years, there's like a flood of people liking you and matching.
Right.
And you start talking to a couple. Next thing you know, you have like 2 or 3.
Right.
You got this little roster going, and then you're trying to juggle, and then you end up hurting feelings, and it just got so overwhelming where I was like, I'm ghosting everybody. Like, fuck it. I just got to step back, and that's how it is. But, you could take the player out the game, but you can't take the game out the player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't. It's too much energy to like bench or have a roster. Like
Yeah.
I just focus on one person at a time. And if it works out, it works out.
Yeah. That's fair. That is fair. Here, let's do this. We got a couple resets, but I do want to share just a clip of a couple clips. Jen doing her thing. The Lady Bits comedy show. You didn't send me a flyer for this show, did you?
I didn't. I can send it to you right now.
That's right. And
Oh
you
my
got Christine
gosh.
Levine headlining this?
Yeah, Christine Levine, who has been in Portlandia. So
Oh,
she
yes.
is famous.
Well, not really. And
Well,
actually, I
she's
personally
famous.
don't like Christine, but I do like that you have this bill, and it's still a good lineup. I'll tell you this. Tell you why.
Okay.
I was on the Frank Show for 3 years. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, makes sense. All right. So here's.
I'll be quiet now.
You're good. All right. Here is. Manny's like, I'm out. No, it's okay. It's okay. You guys can go see a majority of the show, and at the end, save your tomatoes. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Still support. And Christine is a great comedian, and that's where we'll stop right there. So with that said, check out this clip.
Cope with this crazy, judgmental, mean, pushing woman, I decided I was going to do stand-up comedy, which I guess is better than cocaine.
Did it stop? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't know why it stopped. Yeah, it's got 46 more seconds of it. Oh, no.
Oh, it's right. You had me at cocaine. All right, let's see. I can figure it out. Yeah, that's weird. Here, let me try this other one. I know. Well, here's the setup of
a joke.
Yeah, of Jen's jokes.
Oh, my gosh. I
Yeah.
love it. Love technology. Don't you?
I know.
Recently started only swiping right on other doctors because it only costs me my dignity, which turns out is lower than my deductible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. I almost spit my coffee out. My timing was bad. I gotta watch that. All right, let's try this cocaine bit one more time.
I like that we're calling it cocaine bit. That's,
Yeah, that's the best way. I like to label things simply.
Yeah.
Here, and do this one. Let's see if we got the full one. Let's go.
Cope with this crazy, judgmental, mean, pushing woman, I decided I was going to do stand-up comedy, which I guess is better than cocaine.
Oh, and that's where it stopped.
Oh, my God. It still
That's right.
stopped.
I'll pull it up on your reels. No fighting over whether or not Christine's funny. She's a stand-up comedian. She's been in the game a long time. And the show is going to be stacked with plenty of like hilarious comedians, and they're all female comedians. So it's going to be fantastic. And she's at the end. She's going to be
She is
headlining.
at the end. She's headlining.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
So
we've got like a whole hour of funny before that, too.
of course,
So, yes.
exactly. All right. So earlier this morning, we did another bit with weird news. And in case you missed it, went a little something like this. And we come back, you can't wait to see what these scientists came up with to save the world. It's insane. All right. So in case you missed, all right, here, check this out. Fighters on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. The internet is a weird and wild place, and to give us a rundown of some strange stories that she came across is Weirdo. It's time to get Weirdo. What do you got for us, Weirdo?
Well, we talked about lawsuits earlier, and there is another one in New York City against a McDonald's.
Okay, Sue and McDonald's. So, what, did somebody get burnt again with their too hot of coffee or tea?
No, but he did almost die. So this man, Charles Olson, he's 28. He is allergic to dairy and had put on his DoorDash app like, "Hey, no cheese. Please do not put it on there." They did not pay attention and they put the cheese on the sandwich. He took 2 bites and went into anaphylactic shock.
Okay. I'm not on this guy's side whatsoever. But if you're going to be allergic to dairy, something that's so common, and you're 28 years old, I assume that you went through your entire life making sure dairy was not included in anything.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Like, because I have food allergies, and when I order stuff, I check to make sure before I eat it.
Yeah, especially if you're going through fast food and DoorDash. Like, how lazy can you be? And that first bite, you should have known that there was cheese on there because it was delicious.
Because it was better.
Yeah, dude. So just like, ooh, what's this like joy in my mouth that I haven't experienced before? Could it be dairy? Yeah.
Like, I do feel bad for him, right? Like that, I've never heard of a dairy allergy that caused anaphylactic shock. Like, I had no idea. I thought it was just like stomach problems.
No, yeah. I
so
mean,
that does suck, but at the same time, take some responsibility and maybe not get the fast food where they do not care.
Just check, double check, because people are gonna like mess up and not care. It's not their thing. It's fast food too, and it was made by a 15-year-old who was probably stoned and gave a rat's ass about your order. So that's his bad all the way through. He's gonna get $0 in that lawsuit. What else you got in weird news?
Well, we have another TikToker that claims to be from the future.
Oh, one of these guys. Yep.
And not even that far in the future. Like, I've seen these from like 2055. No, this guy claims that he is trapped in 2027 and humankind has ceased to exist.
Oh, and how is he around?
That's what I really want to know, considering that he's walking around in all these supposed abandoned streets and everything, but there still seems to be internet and electricity. So I'm not quite sure I believe this guy.
Oh, maybe AI is running this society. They did just like an AI version of war games, had 2 artificial intelligence programs go against each other in war games, and it did not end well. They almost went immediately to nuclear war. And you're like, yeah. So,
right, we're 3 steps away.
Yeah. So, I mean, this guy might not be way off, but at the same time, there's no way he's from the future and the only living human left. All right, what else you got in weird news?
Well, if you are somebody that likes to go tanning, please make sure that you put on sunscreen and take other precautions, because if you're obsessed with it, it could lead to cancer.
Okay, well, that makes sense. It's just almost like, the human microwave or toaster oven. So why? Is this like Tan Mom at it again?
Yes, it is. Specifically, this woman lives in Ireland, and she has stage 1 melanoma diagnosis after years of tanning.
Oh, you got me. You got misconstrued with a different Tan Mom.
Oh.
There was a mom who was notoriously famous from New Jersey who would like tan so much at just insane levels. She was just so dark. But this is another one.
This is another one. This is in Ireland. So yeah, so she was tired of being that pale Irish girl. But yeah, stage 1 melanoma. She's 35. She's used tanning beds thousands of times, even after her own mother also got diagnosed with skin cancer for using tanning beds. So you think she would have learned?
Yeah, but I'm sure that she gets all the right swipes on Tinder in Ireland, being the only tan one in it there.
Exactly.
So,
wait, is she tan or just heavily freckled?
Yeah, I mean, eventually all those freckles connect, do they not?
Yes, they do.
So, excellent job in weird news. We're going to hit the reset on the FM side. Coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to kick things off with F My Life. Plus, we have tickets to give away for Metalcore in the 7 o'clock hour. Also, our big ticket item that we're giving away later on. Promo, tease. That's me being a professional DJ. Yeah. What'd you find across the internet? I know you've been scouring for stuff. So anything interesting?
It's Twitter, and every time I'm in here, I have this thing going where I send a cute animal video of the day to my partners, but also a damn it, Twitter makes me want to buy it type of advertisement. This one's lighting, because we have terrible lighting in our house.
Yeah,
so I'm all the time finding that kind of stuff, and I'm like, I gotta get off Twitter.
No, did you see the bird? See Gary, Chef. We talked about the bird feeder thing, right? Yeah. So Chef Gary was watching Price is Right, and they had that bird feeder on there, and he's like, "What are you guys from the future?" And then later on in Price is Right, there was another bit that we did that they showed as well, but. I'll show you that bird feeder.
I'm going to be honest. When I call my patients back, I'm like, come on down. The price is right. And everybody laughs. I'm like, of course. It's like, it's more fun if your doctor is funny, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, we're already like in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Let's make it better.
Well, now
Let's go see what's behind door number 1.
I
It's
don't
a
feel
hearing
too
test.
bad about my Taylor Swift joke now. That after that, let's listen to the cocaine
Look,
joke.
man.
This crazy, judgmental, mean, pushing woman, I decided I was going to do stand-up comedy, which I guess is better than cocaine. But only a little bit, and I did ask.
Do your research.
Yeah.
I did ask the guys at the stand-up who were like 19, 20, if I could have a little Coke. And they looked at me and they said, no, you don't need it. Which is when I learned that Cuban blood is just cocaine. That's why the movie Scarface exists, people.
Ah, yes.
Yep. Cuban blood's just cocaine.
Yep.
To
That's
cope
what it is.
with this crazy,
Okay, yeah.
It's
judgmental,
Instagram that you're on now.
mean, pushing woman. I decided I was going to do
man. Welcome back
stand-up
to Beef
comedy.
Presents. We are live here with Jen Blanco, and you know what's funny though? We just played the bit that you played, and the guy who was laughing when the punchline was cocaine. I guarantee you, definitely did cocaine before, right?
Yep.
You know, this is like a good joke to do in front of a crowd of people to see who has partied in the past and not. If there's just like regular laughs, you're like, okay, you guys probably lived a straight edge type of life.
Right.
If there's a guy in the back who's like slapping his knee, going, oh no, like this guy knows what cocaine smells like.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I was 14 at the time, and I have never actually done any illicit substances. So
Oh,
any
nice.
illegal drugs. Never
Yeah,
done
you're a
them.
doctor. I
Yeah.
mean, you
Yeah.
stay focused. All
Gotta
right.
stay.
Yeah.
You
and-
believed the DARE program.
I did.
Yeah.
I
I'm
said,
one of those
well,
too.
actually, I didn't say no. Everybody else said no for me because they're like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Look at you. You don't need anything else.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, you being smaller in stature, did
Exactly.
you have like more strangers, more people feel protective over you? Did you always feel like you were protected?
Yeah, 100%. Like a stranger will meet me and be like, immediately want to protect me. And it's like the craziest thing because I'm like, I don't even know you. Did I tell you about when I was carjacked?
No, you were carjacked?
Well, it was an attempted carjacking. I lived in Chicago at the time, and I was driving my best friend who's in a wheelchair. So we were in a van that had a ramp that goes down for her. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a minivan, and this man comes up and puts a gun in my face. And he says, get out the car. And I said, I'm so sorry. What would your mother say? There is a cripple girl in this car. And he put the gun down and he said, I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now,
Yeah.
how old were you when this happened?
16?
You're only 16?
I was 16 or 17, but I'm Cuban.
Yeah.
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 What would your mother say?
What would
And
your
then-
mother say?
Now, what did your friend in the back? Did she feel? How did she feel about it?
She
Because she's
said,
like,
give him the
"Whoa."
fucking car keys.
Well, we're on the air. You don't want to say that, yeah. But that's okay. But did you? But at the same time, did she like? Whoa, slow down on the cripple talk, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh
I'm
no, she was fine
disabled.
with that.
Okay.
She laughed at that part.
Okay.
But she was like, "Can you just give him the keys though? Like I don't need to lose my life over this."
Yes,
Yeah.
that is funny though. But what a way to also reveal what like secretly like the label that you given her, because
Mhm.
I'm sure at that time you never called your friend crippled, because
Actually-
that's like an like abrasive, abusive kind of way to describe somebody who's
So-
disabled, right?
So it is. We used to go to a camp for adults with disabilities every
Okay.
year, and I was her attendant. And she would refer to herself as cripple all the time, and we would,
Well, it's a good
So-
thing you weren't driving a van that had mentally disabled people in there.
Oh, that's
because
different.
Yeah,
very
that's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
You got yourself canceled during a carjacking. All right, we got your beef tip coming up after these words. I'm going to show you what these scientists came up with to combat global warming on the podcast broadcast stream. YouTube.com/beefvegan.
I like that Manny said Jen FCC Blanco.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Beef. I didn't
Yeah.
realize
There's
that
a
we were.
fucking cripple. Like, what? Wait. Okay, we're clear. Okay. Okay.
If I had made
Yeah, I was
you
about to say the lights-
FCC on this,
No.
The
that's-
light's still flashing.
Yeah, no,
That's the key is you
There's
just
the light
can't say you can't say something else right after it because there's that delay.
I can't even see that light from over here, Beef.
I know
No.
it's not a light for you, but it's a dump. There's 3 different buttons.
Okay, you dump.
There's 4 buttons, right? There's one to start it up. There's a green button. There's a white button and there's a red button.
So you,
when somebody
you hit
curses,
the red button?
yeah, you
Good.
hit the red button.
Okay.
Or I could hit the white button. It's a smaller delay, and then it takes a little time to queue back up. So when I tell people on the air, and it's okay to curse because it happens. But when you can't say like the F word,
Yeah.
and then and I hit the dump, and then you say, "Oh shit, I didn't mean to say fuck," and you're like, "No,
Stop
now we're
that.
screwed."
Now it's I only said the one, right?
Yeah.
And you were able to dump it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're good.
we're good, we're good. Yeah. All right, so climate, like temperature is an issue, right? Right now, California is getting slammed with historic rains that are coming through, atmospheric river, Pineapple Express, whatever you want to call it, right? They're getting a lot of flooding,
Yeah.
and you could say it is or isn't, has to do with the temperature of the globe, but there has been some evidence of that, and there's always evolving and changing weather patterns, but we want to keep the Earth's temperature down a certain amount. You don't want it to
So
get
it's
too
habitable?
hot. Yeah, habitable,
Yeah,
because there are repercussions that could follow from the Earth's global temperature increasing. Well, scientists know this, and there's a group that got together to propose something that they believe would immediately impact the Earth's temperature and save us from global warming. You ever heard of a giant umbrella?
Are you serious?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah. They're like, we're just going to put an umbrella in space, and that way we'll just block the sun's rays, and boom. Now, just like under the shade of a tree,
I feel
it's
like
a little bit cooler.
I feel like we're in a Mel Brooks movie now. We're in Spaceballs.
We are in Spaceballs.
Mhm.
Here is a graph of what the giant umbrella would look like. Now,
Stop it. I love it so much.
Yeah, to gauge exactly like the size and magnitude of this, as you see the giant square shadow on Earth,
I love it.
which would be a trip. It would be about the size of Israel, is what they said. So
Wow.
it's the size of a country, and it would be exactly the distance of Earth. Was that miles, or what's the exact miles that it is? I'll have to pull it up.
Yeah, but what's the repercussions of like, okay, now this part of the planet is shaded when it normally isn't? Like, that's going to affect plant life. Like, I feel like this is not it.
Well,
It's going to be denied.
No, consider this.
Well, there's rotation.
Yes.
So it won't be all the time.
No, I'm
Right?
fair enough, but
No, and you're forgetting this. The Earth is 70% water. So as you can tell in this little graph, it's
It
mostly
does
over.
look like it's mostly covering water.
mostly.
so they'll put it in a spot where it's just going to mostly cover the ocean.
It's gonna mostly always cover the ocean. A,
But
and B, it's like the same thing as like a cloudy day. But you're gonna have this giant space cloud rotating over the Earth consistently, which is kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
It'll still be sunlight out. It will just kind of be a dimmer sunlight if you're in this shade.
I mean,
like
if
an
they
eclipse.
just put it over Tucson, then we could actually finally grow plants that we're always wanting to grow, but our sun just kills.
We do have the Super Mario Brothers sun in Arizona.
Mhm.
Well, it's not as bad as the Flagstaff sun, trust me. So the umbrella would consist of lightweight solar sails fixed to a solar panel craft, and the team has not shared details about the materials set to be used for the innovation. But they basically said they would just have a special rocket make the sunshade, shoot it out into space, and target it in position, and there we would rotate and block the sun rays, effectively cooling the Earth by 2.7 degrees.
I just love how Mel Brooksian everything is.
I know.
Yeah, this is winning. This is winning for me. This is
Got a couple good comments here. So Jeff said, just need my Spaceball flamethrower. Joe said Carl Sagan is rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, but how long, once this thing, if this actually happens and it's been deployed, does it say how long it will take to go down the 2.7 degrees?
Almost instantly.
seriously.
Yeah, because it's going to be blocking a large portion of the sun in rotation consistently every single day. And you're talking like that's the sun rays going right into a large portion of the ocean, warming that up and everything else. So,
well, to go with another movie, let's go with, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. He tries to control the weather. Have somebody come up with a weather
that goes
machine
amazingly well.
that just gives constant cloud cover. Would that work?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to live in Seattle, and that's what it sounds like.
don't
And,
either.
they say it's like more depressing in areas that have
yeah.
like no sun. The sun is so vital in so many different ways.
Yes.
Obviously,
You need your
mental health being
vitamin
one of
D.
them.
Mhm.
So it's very weird. And again, I'm no scientist, but I didn't come up with this dumbass idea either. So I can't dispute
And
it.
for that, we applaud you. Beef.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job. Way to stay in your lane.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because I approach a more realist, defeatist attitude of being like, we're all gonna die. Had a good run. Okay, that's it. Here, I do want to do a beef tip, so I'm gonna end this song early. All right, so end this song. I'm gonna do. Oh, yes. Temple of the Dog or Hunger Strike by Temple of the Dog on Rock 102.1 KFMA. I apologize for interrupting the song early if you never heard it before or you're really jamming out. I have to end the show. I got to thank our guest in studio, comedian Jen Blanco. You can follow her on social media, and the URL is what?
On social media at Jen Comedy, and then follow at Lady Bits Tucson. And that'll get you to Lady Bits February 17th at 8 p.m. at the Screening Room.
That's right. Yes. And you can get your tickets at screeningroom.com for that, or ladybits.eventbrite.com.
That's correct.
That's right. Look at that. All right. Well, let's get into the
Amazing.
beef tip before we wrap things up. My beef tip to you is phrases you'll hear in the most successful relationships. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Parapsychologists got together who've been married for 35 years, and they came up with a list of phrases that people use in good relationships. This is what they tend to use a lot. And they grouped them into 6 different categories. There's actually 7. First one is I feel statements, So things like I'm getting scared, that hurt my feelings, or I feel like you don't understand me right now. There's great ways to express your emotions.
Yeah.
All right. There's a I need to calm down category. Then it's all about
Mhm.
taking a breath. Right.
Yeah.
So that's something that you want to hear in a successful relationship.
Good communication.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's stop actions. They're similar to the last one, like phrases like let's start again, or can we take a break and talk about something else? And I might be wrong.
Mhm.
It's very successful in those scenarios.
I might be wrong. It's like hitting.
Exactly.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Getting to yes is a goal that, so phrases that validate the other person that help you meet halfway.
Yeah.
So those are phrases you'll hear in most successful relationships. Expressing your appreciation. Like, I understand and thank you for saying that. And of course, I love you.
Yes.
And don't forget, I'm sorry. So that's a phrase that you'll hear in most successful relationship. But I think out of all those, the number one thing that you'll hear in a successful relationship is you're the biggest I've ever seen.
And that's where the beef tip comes in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have for the show today. Thank you for listening. Try safe, ride safe, and rock local.
What a good one to end on. Beef.
I just ran out of time on that punchline.
Uh-huh.